So I know that most of you have wondered why their mouth or tongue has changed to developing white spots. Sometimes unaweza jipata unajiuliza mbona uko na spots za black. Hi guys, welcome back to Marynyosk Biology. Today's episode is on the topic of yeast infection. Now we are going to discuss on the yeast infection that normally affects the mouth, and it's normally called thrush infection or also the candidiasis for the mouth. Sometimes you may wonder why you're having changes in your mouth and in your tongue. You may find that you're developing different kind of spots. They may be white, they may be black. Now today we are going to discuss on the symptoms that are normally white. When you develop white spots, that may be as a result of the yeast infection. Now look at this photo and see the structure of yeast. The yeast normally develop and reproduces through budding very fast. And as a result of it, it may lead to the candidiasis of the mouth, and also if this kind of yeast develops and reproduces in multitude, it can cause other infections that are so serious, other kind of candidiasis that are so serious, including the invasive candidiasis, which normally affects the organs such as lungs, heart, kidney, and this may lead to different difficult complications that may cause death. So if you want to treat this kind of infection, you may treat it from home, and it's so easy. First procedure is take salt, mix it with water and wash it, and wash your mouth with it. Secondly, you can use soda ash and water. Mix it in a ratio of 1 to 1, then wash your mouth, rinse it with it, and it might be helpful. You can also rinse your mouth with lemon juice with water, and also remember not to swallow the water simply because you might be swallowing the yeast, that you don't want the yeast to continue multiplying within your bloodstream or within your cells. Sometimes you may find that people with dentures, these kind of people that normally have temporal teeth, yeast may develop on those areas, and this may lead to a huge complication. So when this happens, just rinse your dentures with water that has salts, and also remember to rinse your mouth oftenly, like 3 times in a day. You can treat this kind of infection by remembering to brush your teeth with a clean toothbrush or a new toothbrush oftenly. This is because when you reclean or rebrush your teeth with the old toothbrush might be having yeast particles that had stuck on it, causing you to return back the yeast that had already been removed. So something else is that you can also buy fluconazole. This is a type of drugs that you need just to remove this yeast infection. So basically, the yeast infection is not so serious. It doesn't cause healthy problems, but when the yeast multiplies in huge amount, that's when it may lead to other complications. Who can get this infection? Normally, this infection infects people that have weak immune system, such as babies and the older people. Also, there can be other risks, other people with the risk of getting this yeast infection, such as people that normally take a lot of antibiotics, simply because when you are used to taking antibiotics that you've not even been prescribed by the doctor, they lead to the killing of bacteria. And sometimes the bacteria, they are good bacteria that are normally important for your health, and that normally control the growth of this yeast in your body. So when you take a lot of antibiotics, they may kill the useful bacteria, leading to huge growth of the yeast that is not required, which may lead to complications. Other people with weak immune systems, such as people with cancer, people with HIV, stroke, AIDS, whenever they get the yeast infection, it becomes hectic to them because their immune system is weak. So thank you guys for watching this episode of the infection of the yeast and also the Candida infection. Hope you've enjoyed, hope you've liked. Subscribe if you've not subscribed. Remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I upload a video. Also, follow me on Instagram at marynyosk. Bye bye. Peace.